Help, please help us.
Not even awake yet. Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning, Portland. Good morning, sports fans.
It's a very interesting position our producers find themselves in. Swag gone again, by the way.
Yes, he's just out.
Gallivanting.
Gallivanting around Seattle.
I'm getting
night.
hammered in Seattle. Oh, you weren't off enough.
Your 2-week vacation in Vegas wasn't long enough, huh?
No, it
Let's take
wasn't.
another day off. Let's go up to a Kraken game now with our boys.
So Schultze's in, but it doesn't matter if it's Schulte, if it's Swag, if it's Ortner. I'd say it feels at this rate like it's a 52-48 percentage that YouTube will work
Seems like a pretty fair bet at this point.
at the start of the show, and
Yeah.
at 48 seems to rear its ugly head.
48 pops up every now and then.
Yeah.
I try and keep it up so I can keep up with the wackos in the chat to see what they're screaming about, and so I pull up the feed usually at about 5:57, and when it's not live, that's when I know there's a bit of a problem. And
Look,
so I noticed that.
I love good wackos.
Love a good wacko.
You need some wackos in your life.
The wackos are out there.
I've seen the wackos on some of the YouTube shows that we've had, and I'm like, I think, religious and
There's people all over the map.
politics.
All
and I'm
over
just
the
like,
map.
I'm good.
Jesus is your father. There's some of
Yeah.
that in there.
Hey, you know what?
People yelling about stuff. It's just constant screaming. That's all it is.
Screaming about football takes.
If
God.
anybody is ever curious what the fan text line looks like occasionally
Mm-hmm.
and the kind of stuff that listeners will just spout out and you want to know what it's like, just go ahead. Just jump on the YouTubes when we're live. We're not currently live, so you can't do it right now.
Well,
but-
we're on. It's just the wrong title, and I'm.
prime time again?
We're
it's,
prime
no,
time.
it's
Look at
Sports
us.
Sunday
Oh.
because Rashad and I were in yesterday. But it's
Yeah.
if I keep starting it, then there will be no notifications for the rest of the day. Because I don't know if you all know this, but YouTube only sends out 3 notifications per account per day.
Oh, that's all you get.
Yeah. So after the third one, you're done. So
Well,
I'm
who's
just like-
Rashad? Who's Joe Fisher? I think I'm probably Joe Fisher in that equation.
Why do you say that?
I just think I
why
am.
do you say that?
Because I'm fat.
I was
Say
going
it.
to say because you're
Oh.
shorter. Oh!
Jeez.
We're both hefty lefties. Me and Joe Fish got boilers, man.
That's funny. You know what? What would have even been better if you would have said,
Coming
'cause
out here
I'm
calling your
fast, like
coworker
Joe Fisher.
fat on the
That-
air.
Hey, look, as a fat, I notice another boiler when it starts getting created. What's up, Joe Fish? Happy weekend to you. Did you see what happened on
Happy
Friday?
weekend to you?
Joe Fisher is in my crosshairs right now. Did you see what happened on Friday?
No.
Okay. Well,
Did I?
Friday.
Maybe I did.
You
I don't
probably didn't because you're not on the socials, which is
Okay.
totally fair.
All right.
I didn't know this was happening either. I didn't know this was planned. I admit there must have been a lead into it, a discussion about why it was going to take place. There was somebody in our building on Friday, and it was posted on our social media channels.
The fan account?
On the fan account on
Okay.
Friday afternoon,
Oh, I saw this.
who was in the building. Now, it was not a sprint, but they did a walk, a 40-yard dash walk, timed.
We did a 40-yard walk?
Joey Harrington was in the building, and there must have been an inside joke with him and Isaac Nsuk about his ability to speed walk. And so he sped walked the 40-yard dash, which proved that we have the ability to tape off 40 yards in our building.
Okay, I didn't see that. I also need to comment. He kind of starts with the run.
You think he's moving too quick?
I think he starts on a run, but he instantly realizes that
You can't
he needs
run
to
in
be
a s-
walking,
yeah.
and so he stops himself from the run.
I think the rule of speed walking is you have to have a foot on the ground at all times.
because he does the finger on the see, he kind of like starts, and then I think he's like, oh yeah, I can't. So he like
you gotta slow down.
Also,
this is too quick.
I kind of need to run this by Swag. Is he actually correctly speed walking? There's
a terminology.
Yeah, because when Swag did the fast mile outside of our old building, and that was what, walk a mile under 11 minutes?
I believe it was walk a mile under 11 minutes.
And I believe he came in at like 10:56 or something. He just
Sounds
barely got it.
Barely got it. Now, we didn't follow him the entire time, so we didn't have eyes out there on the course.
I trusted him.
You trust him that he
I-
went all
I
the way?
trust Swag, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's got integrity. There was a foot has to like go all the way down before the next foot.
Yes.
There was some kind of
Something has to
stipulation.
be on the ground. There has to be some contact. You
Yeah.
cannot have both feet off the ground at any given time because then you're jogging or you're running. So that's the ruling there. But this is why Joe Fisher's further in my crosshairs right now.
We're
is
also
that-
posting Twitter ads. We're doing live Twitter ads now, I guess.
We are.
I
You
just
damn.
checked our feed.
Look at us. We're going places, man.
Isaac Katsuk here for lawyers.
You're damn right we are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, come on now.
I
You're
haven't-
missing
I
out on the
haven't been
social
on-
channels.
no,
Where the hell
I-
you been,
I
Sprague?
Don't miss it at all,
Yes,
actually.
it's been months, man.
It's been great. It's been glorious.
Man, you don't go on social. You don't drink anymore. you
Yeah,
just-
what the hell's happening to you over there? I'm worried about you, buddy.
Like me, just, going old school, I guess.
Stop
I don't
living
know.
healthy
I
life.
don't
What
know.
the hell is the matter with
You're like
you?
raw dogging it for real, bro.
Well,
You have 2 kids. I do like that you have claimed getting to be Joe Fisher in this scenario.
yeah, I'm the Joe Fisher here.
I love that you were so terrified of why you thought I was Rashad that you went to calling Joe fat.
Well, that was the first thought that I had. He's got a boiler, I got a boiler. What do you want from us?
I don't think Joe would agree with you that he's fat, but
Well, that's, I think he would at this point.
it has
'cause
been
he's,
his out on not running the
he's
40.
saying, I'm not going to run the 40 until I lose 20 pounds, and that's not a part of the equation.
By the way, if that is 40 yards, if that's properly 40,
it's
which
been taped off. You have the ability to do it in the building. We don't even have to go out into the parking lot for you to run the 40-yard dash.
Isaac is a noted newsman, so I'm going to believe him here with the journalism.
that
if,
it's a fair 40 yards.
if that's 40, that's a pretty easy, Joe, go right
Go
there
right
and
there.
run 40 yards.
They literally taped it off. We know how far it is. Joey Harrington just did it on Friday. And he's trying to do the whole I got to lose weight thing. That would be the equivalent of Swigard saying I could squat 300 pounds.
But I need a lift.
But I need to give me 6 months to train. No, you made the claim that you can squat 300 pounds right now. That doesn't mean you get to train and get ready for it. You're saying I could go do that. So let's see what you got.
I don't want to be. You're coming out here and saying offensive things about him.
Firing off here.
Just outright. Yeah, as a fake fat, I also find it weird that you're saying that. But I do want to add, he has said this twice, once in person to us, that he needs to lose 15 pounds.
Yeah.
He described it to me as 15 to 20, but now it's 15. He looks no different to me when he said the thing
Looks the
versus
same as he
what
did
he looks now. So
last
I don't
year's
know
the
if
same.
that makes him feel good or bad, but you kind of look the same as when you said what you said.
It was about a year ago. You looked identical.
You didn't look different to me.
This is starting to take hold too because we do these, and we're always looking for prospective clients and trying to work with new companies and all that. And Joe has an account that he's trying to lock down, and he asked me to do a video for them of, we do that sometimes when we're trying to, seal the deal. They need one of us big radio stars to come in with a 30-second video,
Ooh.
come up over the top and slam dunk the deal home.
You guys are
And
fancy. I'm jealous.
In the meeting though, in which he's trying to get this company to come on board to become a sponsor of this wonderful radio station and this wonderful radio show, the first thing that they asked him in the meeting was when he was going to run the 40-yard dash.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So in the 30-second video, I said, if you guys come on board, the final thing in the contract before you sign to be a sponsor on the fan needs to be that you will be the definitive sponsor of the Joe Fisher 40-yard dash.
I just don't think he's ever going to do it.
I don't think he is. He's
And
going to
he
dodge
is
us.
clearly saying, I'm not going to do it by, I got to drop 20 pounds. As if 20 pounds, by the way, gets dropped in a week.
That's just look at that. I lost 20 pounds.
Even if there's money at risk here, you don't think Joe would just step up and do it?
no, he's not. No, he's not doing it.
Salesman Joe.
He's not doing it,
Because
man.
the confidence in which he said he'd beat a 5.27, dude, if you're even at a 5.27, you kind of got egg on your face. He didn't hesitate. Of I could run faster. I'm like, do you know how
This
fast
would
that
be
is?
so you have no idea how easy.
Guy that
this
ran it
would
was
be.
360 pounds, by the way.
That's how massive he
How
would be.
fast does a regular guy run a 40? Like just
The
an average
average
Joe.
Joe?
An average
The
American
average
male.
man.
Average Joe Fisher. I would
Let's
say
see.
Didn't even try to do
5'8"
that.
to
I would say
6,
yeah.
maybe
That's-
6'1".
maybe I would
Do you know how
guess
many
slightly under
non-fast
6.
people exist in our country?
There's 2 right here in this studio.
How many people tear their leg muscles just trying?
I mean, I tore my knee trying to jump up and down, frustrated at the Mariners
Well,
hitting a home run. Or
I
getting
want
a
to
home
know
run
if
hitting
Joey
a-
Harrington.
What has Rich Eisen's time been over the years?
It's like 5'7", but he's doing it in
5'7".
a full suit.
He's doing it in a full suit.
and shoes, I think.
Yeah, he also seems like he's relatively in shape.
Really?
I feel like that. Yeah. No, am I wrong on that?
I would say he's
What's that vibe? What do you mean? What is
he's
that?
skinnier.
He
Yeah,
just he looks like he's not. I mean, he's not like buff guy,
but he looks good in a suit.
He seems like he's takes care of himself
He's
to
on
a
TV
certain degree.
all the time.
He's got a personal trainer, don't you know? And a dietitian.
You guys, no.
You have a dietitian.
Never said that.
Congratulations, dude. You're
No,
living
you
a
don't remember
better
that?
life than I am.
Schultze's take anybody on TV has a
No,
dietitian.
the rich ones,
that's
like
right,
Ian
the media.
Rappaport or Jordan Schultz.
Yeah, that's right.
But not like, I don't know, no shade to like Brady Henderson, but I don't think ESPN's paying him the big
Brady
bucks.
Henderson's in good shape.
He's in
I've
gr-
seen Brady
No,
Henderson
totally.
in person.
So
He's-
here are
that's
his
a jack dude.
He is a well in shape guy. Here are his last 4.
JJ Spawn is just choking.
JJ Spawn's off to a rough start.
We'll get to that.
A little playoff.
I
want
to get to the playoff stuff.
Dude, great having live sports, by the way. On a
This
Monday.
never happens for
this
us.
is phenomenal.
The unofficial major that should be a major.
His last 4 40-yard dash times for Rich Eisen. This, I don't have 2025 yet. 2024 was a 6.25.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I'm saying.
6.22,
Yeah.
then a 6.16, and then a 6.03.
And he's in a full suit, but if you're saying what's the average, I mean, if you did every guy in America running, I would say it's around there.
I would say it's around 6 seconds.
There's a lot of slow people, and that's
Yeah.
not a shot at people. It's just a reality.
Well, and as we went through with some of the guys during the combine, a lot of it is your form, your get off. You got to know what you're doing
Huge.
getting off the block because
Yeah.
you're going to cost yourself a half of a second just like that.
Yep.
So run the 40, Joe.
He still won't do it.
Welcome in live to Sports Sunday, everybody.
Do you know Joey's time?
His 40-yard walk
His
time?
40-yard speed walk.
I don't remember it off the top of my
He
head.
was moving pretty good.
He was moving pretty good. He's claiming he has set the world record for 40-yard walk time. 40-yard dash walk.
I think you actually have to email the record people and have them be here to.
Yes.
witness it.
They have to certify.
Yeah, it's a weird process. Why can't you just be trusted?
Because
Like
people ruined that.
Wikipedia.
just post anything you want. I'm now the record holder.
I'm now the record. I am now the president of the
I
Red Band.
own this now.
Well, we got a lot to get to today.
We do. You guys ready to yell at each other about the NCAA tournament bracket? You pissed off? Can you believe they made it in?
Buddy,
We're going to fill it out live on the air in 90 seconds?
brackets are here.
Let's go, baby.
Brandon brackets.
I can't wait to scream about a team making the tournament who I saw play one game all season.
Andy brackets.
I cannot wait. How could you possibly put them in?
This Robert Morris 215 against Bama might be prime.
I'm already talking crap to friends who I know who are Duke fans. Can't wait till Oregon knocks them out in the Sweet 16. See you later, Cooper Flag. Have fun in Washington.
You wouldn't play them until the Elite Eight.
I thought it'd be the Sweet 16. Am I wrong on that? Did I get my brackets wrong?
Sweet 16. You would play Arizona. Well, hold on.
No, I think it'd
No,
be the
you're right.
Sweet 16.
You're right. You're right. It's
Once
Sweet
we
16.
beat the Liberty Bibberties, like we did in the Fiesta Bowl,
This
Arizona
bracket-
doesn't stand a chance. Even if they get out of the first round, nobody chokes in the tournament more than the Wildcats. What a garbage-ass program that is. And then we'll take down Duke in the Sweet 16.
You guys got such a gift. You got Liberty. Are you kidding me?
And this is what happens when you
Yeah.
grind your ass off in a big boy conference all year, Bob.
Well, we'll
yeah.
talk about the conferences that made it because the SEC got everybody in.
Gifted a 5 seed though, in my opinion.
Arizona's playing better basketball as of late.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Caleb Love will go 1 for 17 in that game. We'll beat them by
He
15.
definitely will shoot them out of the
They're
game.
not going to score more than 50. I know how it's going to go. Altman's going to align his Rubik's Cube. We'll see you in the Sweet 16, Dukies.
Does Tommy Lloyd get fired if the Zips beat him?
I mean, they never fired Sean Miller, and he had a lot of those, too, where you're
Dude,
like, God, you're out early a
Tommy
lot,
Lloyd's
man.
been there for a minute, and I don't know what Arizona expectations are anymore. Their conference kind of sucked this year.
Yeah, I think it's to be much better than they have been, I would argue, in the tournament would be their expectations.
Well, they haven't been to a Final Four since they won the title.
It's
right?
been a long time since they've been to a title. Tommy Lloyd, this is year 1, 2, 3, 4 for him at Arizona. He has not been past the Sweet 16.
See, the 4 is kind of like that's when you start getting to the territory like that's a full recruiting class, even though we're
It
not
is.
doing it that way anymore.
It is.
So I don't know. But I did think you guys got handed kind of a nice little gift to the Sweet 16.
I mean, when you're just a dominant program over the last 15 years, you're going to get the gifts from the bracketology gods.
I do get kind of jealous. You guys win every close game. You get every waiver for every player except who was the kid you didn't get last year?
And Folly Dante.
Yeah,
Should have had him Folly Dante
you didn't get
back.
your 10 of Infali Dante. I'm
Should've
so
been
sorry.
back.
And then you get to the
NCAA
tournament.
screwed
and
us.
the committee's like, yo, let's pair him against a bad mid-major and then like a questionable good team in the second game so they can get the Sweet 16. We can't even get into the NIT.
Sweet 16.
Our team can't even get NIT, and Dashiell's like, good dude. I think Beaver fans will be
Don't
happy.
you worry. You're going to go to the college basketball tournament. What's the new Fox one that they're trying to
I
pub?
want nothing to do with it.
The Invitational. You're going to the Invitational.
I hope Beaver fans
CBI or
boycott
whatever.
it.
No, this isn't the CBI. There's a new one
There's a
that's been
new one.
created.
Do they still do the CBI?
Yes.
What the hell the
Yes.
third one was?
There's a CIT, a CBI,
Thank you. God, this is so
the new Fox
ridiculous.
one. It's basically like the losers of losers bracket.
Yes.
We're number 89. Yeah. And I hope Oregon State fan completely boycotts it.
I don't think I wonder if any of the games are at home. I don't know if it's in. I think
No,
it's
no, no.
in Vegas.
Don't watch it.
Just don't watch it.
Like, what are you watching for?
yeah, I wouldn't be watching that if Oregon.
Couldn't he
is
make
in
the
it.
NIT? What are we doing?
My team won the CBI national championship one year, and
You won it after we won.
I remember not watching.
Back to back.
No, yeah. We won because of our floor. Remember, we didn't have a half court line and somebody went over and back. That's how we won.
Let's get to the playoff. We'll give you an update on that. We'll start kind of there, and then we'll meander our way into NCAA tournament bracket talk, as nobody on the air today in any show in America is really going to know anything, but they're going to tell you they do.
Yes, they will.
So we'll get to that. We got the NBA stuff from over the weekend. We got major NFL news. Is that the way to win? I kind of thought they would do what they did, but I don't know if I agree with it wholeheartedly. So we'll talk about that. Dirt and Spray. We got a loaded show. Let's get it going next on The Fan.